Hello everyone, if you are new here, my name is Leia and I am going to take you along today in a day in the life. I am a mom of 4 kids, 6 years and under. We are homeschoolers and we are also new homesteaders. By homesteading, I mean that we have a very large garden. It's about 4,800 square feet and we have chickens. So we would like more, but that is where we are starting. And I'm going to take you along today to show you how we manage all of that. My husband works full-time off of the property, so it is just me and the kids. Today for breakfast, we are going to be having a German pancake. This is one of my favorite ways to get protein into our kids because they don't really like eggs. I did make myself a different breakfast, so they got a little bit of hash brown potato for my breakfast on their plates as well. And I'm just gonna have eggs and avocado and these hash brown eggs that I cooked up in our cast iron. Can you have these? I know. What do you think? So now I am done eating, and while my kids finish eating, I usually try to clean up the kitchen. One of the things that keeps me sane is making sure that I take every single meal or snack to completion as best as I can. So I clean up after every single meal. I try to reset the table because it just feels so much less overwhelming to come back to the kitchen to cook again later when everything is cleaned up. Did you have a good breakfast?
I pulled her that close.
Yeah. Baby girl definitely tried her eggs and she needed a bath.
I feel like we've hit a decent rhythm now that she is almost 6 months old. So I'm going to show you how we balance homeschooling, cooking most things from scratch, and homesteading, sort of. So yeah, I will take you all along. This is not completely inclusive, so just please know that in between all of these, I am picking up little messes. I am feeding her. I, of course, got ready for the day. So I'm not going to show all that, but it's happening too.
Paper.
Yeah, you're doing the Japanese beetles?
Boxes, actually.
Do you want to do that while we do chickens?
If Zara stays with me and watches me, I use a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
There.
Or you could do it after. Are you going to pull this for me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to take some shavings out. We've been doing deep litter method, and I noticed when I let the birds out this morning that it smells a lot like ammonia in there. So I'm going to try to get this down and maybe research if there's something else I can do to make it smell less ammonia-y. And then I'm going to take this bowl of zucchini and cucumber out to them. Honestly, I don't think they like it very much, but I have nothing else to do with my plethora of overgrown zucchini. So that's where it's going. It's hard on the gravel, isn't it?
It doesn't have soap anymore.
You need some help? There we go. Oh, you're strong and helpful. Eyes forward so you don't trip, okay? There you go. Wow, buddy. You got it? I'm gonna let go.
There's also another flower coming out of here. There's another flower coming out of here. What are these flowers called again?
It's a carpet border lily, I think.
So it's lily, and this is the iris.
Yes.
Lily and iris.
Can you tell? I had some assistance planting these.
Because it matches my.
Let's go. Good job. Wow, you're so strong. Oh my goodness. Whoops. You're caught on the fence. Can I help you here?
Yeah.
You want it back? Okay. See, I help. Okay, bring it over. So I'm gonna spread these around back here. As you can see, they don't really eat them, but and this is their dust bath that we made up. It has some diatomaceous earth in it and just some garden soil. And then over here, I read that if your chickens are hot, you can put bricks in water and then they will stand on the bricks and they cool through their feet. So I made this thing for them and they never get in it, but it's here. It's here for them. Could you hold this for me, please? All right, now I'm just gonna check their pasture water. Oh dear. Why is it like that? That was weird.
It's tipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's almost empty. So we need to fill this morning.
That's water. I'm gonna get out so I can get out.
Okay.
Sit back.
So this is really why we have this cart. Because then I can load the water and we can take it and fill it and pull it back. So this is their food. I love this system except for the lid. I wish I could find a less gross way to deal with this lid. They have plenty of food. We only have to fill this about once a week currently. I don't know, how old are these birds? Maybe 12 weeks? I can't remember quite. But they go through about one of these in a week. It's a 5-gallon bucket. I don't know how much food that is in weight, but... Okay, and then I'm gonna check this water.
I would wash my hands after.
Yes. Yeah, it's been hot, so I'm gonna pull this water or two. All right, here you go.
Get that out.
You'll be okay. Yep.
So part of my philosophy or approach to homesteading with a bunch of kids is that everything has to have a good system. So for me, getting this cart was kind of non-negotiable. I have to have an easy way of bringing these buckets forward. I have to have buckets that I don't necessarily have to fill every day. So these are easy to clean, easy to fill. They don't require that much of my attention. I can fill them once in the morning, maybe every other day, and it's just easy. Also, if you saw the video where I mentioned that these cups on the side of the waters tend to spin and dump out the whole water, we solved that with super glue. So the cups don't spin anymore and they're fantastic now.
What'd you think, girls? Here, Lenny. So now our oldest does his outside chore of dog poop, and he has to pick up the dog poop. And while he does that, my daughter will feed the dog and do inside chores. And I am going to feed the baby and get her to sleep. What are you going to do? You got one boot. Come here. Here's your other boot. Good girl. While I was nursing, my 2-year-old brought me a whole bunch of snap peas from the backyard. So that's fun. We'll have those for a snack later. This part of the day is pretty flexible, so if my kids are content and playing outside, I usually just let them keep doing that. It's about 9:45 in the morning, so I'm gonna use this time to finish cleaning up from breakfast, which I would probably do anyway, even if they were discontent. And then I might get another chore done. I do keep a list somewhere. Let me find it. Okay, I have this list for every single week. I do the same 8 things every single week to keep my house feeling manageable and not gross. So this doesn't include... Oh, the kids set that timer. This doesn't include, you know, like sweeping if the kitchen is nasty, you know, like, but these are just the basic chores that I feel like I have to do every week. So depending on how much time I get and how well behaved my kids are, certain days I will tackle each of these. I do them in a different order every single week. It just depends what, what my kids let me do. So today, I really want to mop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to go through, clean the kitchen, and work on the floors a little bit and see how far I get. So this is what my kids left me for the morning. So at the end of breakfast, I will walk away sometimes to do some dishes or nurse the baby or get dressed, or just like I steal away for a couple minutes to just do whatever I need to do, especially because the 2-year-old is buckled in eating. And sometimes this is what I come back to because my children are human. They are learning. So I'm going to clean this up. My 6-year-old forgot his breakfast plate, but he's a really good kid, and I know he just genuinely forgot, so I'm just gonna do it for him. It's just vinegar and water and maybe essential oils if I had the energy. It's really exciting that our baby has started food, but I'd be lying if I said I was excited about all the new messes that come with that. That's okay. It's a short season. It's a fun season. It'll be all right. I always clean top to bottom, so now all our surfaces are pretty much clear. Just gotta do these nasty floors. I spy some uneaten German pancake. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I load my dishwasher like a feral raccoon. My husband can't stand it. We are constantly doing the dishwasher different, but that's okay. I'm just really busy and I have to do a lot in a short time.
I was supposed to get this to Aimlin yesterday.
Oh yeah?
But I didn't know where it was.
I let my 2-year-old play in the mud. This morning he was picking snap peas, digging in the dirt, all the things. So he is gonna need a bath.
Around this time, I always put a load of laundry in as well, and I was noticing that this rug didn't actually hold up that great in the washing machine. It has before, so I don't know. Maybe this is the 5th wash, but into the dryer anyway, because ain't nobody got time for that.
I really like to stick a Scrub Daddy in my mop head, which just came out of the wash. It's just stained, and I feel like it gives it a little extra oomph on the floor. I still feel like I can't find anything that cleans floors well. I keep coming back to this thing. I used to have a Bissell Crosswave, but I don't know that it really helped. One reason I really love making that list of 8 things is because when I am cleaning, I have a tendency to want to not stop cleaning. And so what will happen is I will just clean and clean, and I will neglect, you know, doing school or something like that with the kids. So this way, as long as I've done one thing on this list, I can tell myself to stop, to ignore all the other messes, and we need to carry on with our day. I have noticed that homeschooling is much more pleasant in a clean home. However, as much as I like that and I strive for that, I can't let that be an idol, you know? I have to just get on with my day sometimes. Okay, before the day gets much older, I need to come up with a dinner plan. We are in my creepy basement because this is where all our freezers are. Sometimes I do these really elaborate month-long meal plans, which I'm sure you've seen me do before here. When I have fresh veggies in the garden, I tend to plan around that. And then I'll just pair it with a protein, something simple. So tonight we have gymnastics and I need to come up with something that I can cook pretty quickly. I'll probably cook it after gymnastics. I think I'm gonna opt for a quick fish meal tonight. I have a ton of fresh green beans that this will go really well with. And I have a seasoning that I can just season this up real quick, pop it in a cast iron pan, and it's a really quick meal. Some nights, if my husband is not here after gymnastics, I will do a crock pot, or I'll just do like a German pancake, which clearly I did for breakfast, so I'm not gonna do it today. But he will be here tonight, so I can cook this up, and I'll have help managing the kids after their class. You're doing a good job. My kids love to vacuum, so I already vacuumed all this, but she just wanted to do her room, and now she's doing out here, which is great because we can never vacuum too much. So if you've been around a while, you know that we do a lot of stuff for our health. And recently I've been on kind of a crusade against PFAs and microplastics, which has meant that I need to break up with my coffee maker. My husband still uses it, so we still have it. But I have switched to using this stainless steel pour over. And we have these glass cups. We've used the glass cups for a while because there's all kinds of heavy metals and microplastics in the paint that coats mugs.
Yeah.
So this is how I have to make my coffee now. Leave it there so it doesn't spill. So we're gonna make this coffee and we're gonna do school. Watch out, it'll burn your finger. It's hot coming through there, isn't it? Yeah.
L O O and Y.
So the baby is awake and we're gonna start school. Kids are sitting down eating their snack, and so I am going to start with Bible time at the table. Where we start with school really just depends on what is going on. If the kids are being really good and peaceful, then sometimes we will just start with all of the work that takes the most attention, where I have to sit down and work with them. I'll try to get all that out of the way really quick. Or if we all start really squirrely, then I will start my older child on some of his independent work first, just so I can try to get some other little things done while he does that. So there's no one order. Basically, we have work that we do together, we have some independent work, and then we have read alouds, which we often do after lunch. Are you kind of grumpy? This is her new thing. She throws herself backwards when you're holding her. I know. Okay, let's get to it. So one of my kiddos just finished their handwriting curriculum, and the next thing that I wanted to start them on is this typing. I have this keyboard here and I have to try to figure out how to connect it. It came with a mouse and this receiver is from the mouse. I don't know if the receiver is gonna make the keyboard work. I was messing with it last night and I didn't have much luck, but let's see. Do we need batteries? Tech is not my favorite. I bought this at the beginning of the year for this specific reason, and now I can't remember how to make it work. Let's try swapping out batteries. All right, so this program right here is called Microsoft Word, and you are going to practice learning how to type, but you're gonna be using this keyboard because that should be more comfortable for you.
17,
Yeah.
18, 19, 20.
Good.
37.
It is backwards. Good catch.
Because I can look at the number line.
Yeah, you did great though. Okay, so now what I want you to do is you are going to go around the room. You're going to pick up a card and you're going to bring it to me. When you bring it to me, I want you to tell me if it's uppercase or lowercase. And then you have to tell me the letter and the sound. So you'll say uppercase F says.
I want to hop to one. Like this is the end, and we have to hop all the way to the garden.
Okay, you want to hop to them? But then you can pick them up once you hop on it. And you have to tell me what it is, okay? Then we took a break for lunch. Today we had leftovers, so it was really easy. We just have this leftover fried shrimp and then some roasted sweet potato fries. And then we will finish school after lunch. For my lunch, I am doing this chicken taco salad. Oh no, I'm losing my fork. And it looks like a lot of food, but it's mostly lettuce. So it's got a good portion of the chicken on there. We meal prepped a ton of this ground chicken taco meat, and I've just been throwing it on a bowl of lettuce all week long, and it's been so good with some sour cream and some avocado, and it's a perfect quick lunch for me. Now I'm just doing a light tidy. We are done with our book work. So we've done language, math, science, handwriting, typing, that sort of stuff. And now we're gonna sit down, we're gonna do our read alouds. The little two are asleep. So the 2-year-old and the baby are asleep, and it's just my big kids that are awake. I spoke too soon. The baby is awake. So we are going to read in the bedroom on the floor. We do sunlight for our curriculum, at least for part of our curriculum. For some of the reading, we do sunlight. And this is my first grader's book right now. It's called 20 and 10, and it is about some children who are helping some Jewish children hide from Nazis. So I kind of like it because it exposes them to history through these stories, and he really likes it. And today we're finishing this book. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Come on and get a new book. Yeah,
Chapter 5. Okay, we're done with school. It is 2 o'clock, and everybody is either napping or doing a little bit of quiet time. We don't always do quiet time, but some days it's really nice to just have a breather to reset. So there are toys on the floor, crayons, all the things. We're gonna reset, clean up the kitchen a little bit, and make sure that it is ready to cook dinner when we get back. Alright, now it's time to tackle some laundry. I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes, and I'm gonna try to do it all 15 minutes. It's not that bad. This is a load or two. My husband just got home, and I've put some of these groceries away. We are getting things ready for our 4th of July celebration. I'm going to make an icebox cake, which I've never made before, but we were somewhere the other day and somebody served one. It was so good. So I need graham crackers. I have yet to find a brand of organic or healthy graham crackers that taste good. So I just got normal graham crackers because it's just for a quick dessert, you know? And then we picked up a new Pyrex dish. We lose these very often because we gift people meals in them, which is totally fine, but I could use more, and I needed a really deep one for this thing I'm making tomorrow. So thank you, Target. I love pickup services so much. I need to get the kids a quick snack. Gymnastics is really kind of like right in the middle of when dinner would be, so I never know if I should do dinner before or after, and if we do it after, then they need a hearty snack before. So I'm making these peanut butter energy balls. There's oatmeal in the bottom. I have peanut butter here, honey, coconut, and some chocolate chips. I don't always put the chocolate chips in, but I figured I'd give them a little thrill today. So I'm gonna get these all stirred up, probably use a cookie scooper to drop them out.
Mommy's making chocolate chips granola bar. I need that one. There's too many steps. I just want to look at this. It's fun. I want to look at this. This looks like see which one looks different. Hey, Mommy, look. Look, we have to try to find out. I have a bunch of things we have to try to find out which one is different, and this one is different because she doesn't have any flowers in her hair. Mommy, I know which one is different. Number B. I mean, letter B.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have one of those.
job.
Wait, are you making granola bars?
They're granola balls.
Granola balls are cute.
Yeah.
Mommy, I just really want to go to Hey Hey. You see that little leaf on his head? That's Hey Hey. Half and half.
Raw milk. What's up?
No. Thank you.
Pretty soon we need to get the cultivator through here and rip this grass up. We have strawberries that are gonna go in there. We also need to kind of rescue the zucchini cucumber patch over here. They are producing like crazy though. They have not minded the grass one bit. In fact, yeah, I think I do want to pull those guys. I'll get those when I get back from gymnastics. Here's our asparagus, all nice and cleaned up. I can't believe they came up, but they are just doing amazing. So I think I'm gonna get more asparagus crowns next spring and do a row over there. Maybe even do a row here, because these guys will be gone by next spring. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. These went to seed much faster than I thought they were going to, and now I have a ton of seed in here, so I can't just knock this down, because I think it'll seed the ground, right? I don't know. I don't quite know when wheat and oat seeds become viable. This is supposed to be a cover crop, by the way, if you are new here. And I intended to terminate it before it did this. And as soon as I noticed that one was doing it, they were all doing it. And here we are. So maybe I'll just let it go all the way and we'll harvest it and then knock it over. The cantaloupes are doing well. And the sunflowers are just as beautiful as ever. Okay, let's get some kids to gymnastics. All right, we are home from gymnastics and I finally made it out to the garden for just a little bit. Guys, when I tell you that I garden in the fringes of time, I really do. We're tired, kids are about to go to bed, but I'm just gonna sneak out here for a few minutes and try to get something done. So my idea with these bean teepees, let me just move this pumpkin out of the way before he gets too attached in here. Sorry. He was really happy where he was at. But my idea with these was that it would grow up and create kind of a shady area, and I'm gonna try to plant some lettuce starts in here. So we're gonna go get those in just a little bit. I really need to get out here and do a harvest. Wow, I didn't see those the other day. So yeah, these are mostly beans. These are some bush beans here. And then I've got pumpkins in the mix. Okay, y'all, that's a wrap. There are fire ants over there. So I'm going to take that as my sign to call it a day. Maybe I'll come out tomorrow, try again. But these pumpkins are mostly freed of their weeds. And over here, I put my little lettuce plants in. They're not looking very great. I think they're stressed. We did harden them off, but I think they're struggling still. So I'm gonna get the sprinkler on and call it a night. Wow, got some wild hair. Thank you all so much for joining. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.